Hello and welcome to marketing91.com. John Newstrom and Keith Davis define stress as stress in the general term applied to pressures people feel in life. Fred Luthans defines stress as an adaptive response to an external situation that results in physical, psychological, and/or behavioral deviations from organizational participants. John Newstrom and Keith Davis classified the causes of organizational stress into two categories: job-related causes, which include work overload, work underload, organizational changes, working conditions and shifts, and role ambiguity, poorly defined jobs. Frustration, which includes authority or responsibility imbalance, poor quality of supervisors, co-workers, environmental factors, poor personal policies. John Newstrom and Keith Davis classified the effects of stress into two broad categories: burnout and trauma. Burnout is a situation in which employees are emotionally drained or exhausted. Symptoms of burnout: more likely to complain, blame others for their errors, tend to be highly irritable, and thinks of leaving job and may finally quit. Effects of burnout on employees: increase in wastage, increase in absenteeism, high labor turnover, low productivity, poor relationships, and poor corporate image of the firm. Trauma: it is a severe effect of stress. It occurs after an event that threatens one's safety and security. The event could be loss of job, organizational crisis, abuse by superior or any other person, disaster, natural or man-made, and security problems such as terrorist attacks. Newstrom and Davis list the following three types of trauma: workplace trauma, layoff survivor sickness, loss, and post-traumatic stress disorder due to workplace violence. Workplace trauma: it is a disorder that an employee experiences due to the lack of self-confidence. It can be due to harassment at work, discrimination, lack of job safety and security, perceived incapacity to meet targets, sudden loss of job which affects employees' self-esteem. Effects of workplace trauma: inability to concentrate on work, increase in absenteeism, increase in tardiness, increase in likelihood of accident, and moodiness. Layoff survivor sickness, loss. Employees who survive a layoff during large-scale downsizing suffer from loss. They develop feelings of guilt, anger, uncertainty, and distrust. They are happy to retain their jobs, but at the same time feel guilty that their co-workers are displaced from their jobs. Post-traumatic stress disorder. Employees may have to face workplace violence. A troubled or stressed employee may take a drastic and harmful action against co-workers, managers, and/or company's property. Acts of violence may include unprovoked fights, use of weapons to harm or even murder others, destruction of company property. There are several approaches to minimize stress. These measures can be divided into two broad categories: individual strategies and organizational strategies. Let's start with individual strategies. Relaxation. Mental relaxation helps one to detach temporarily from stressful situations and the world and reduce the symptoms of stress. Physical exercise. An individual affected by stress may resort to physical exercises such as brisk walking, jogging, swimming, etc. Time management. Proper time management is required while dealing with work overload and deadlines. Effective time management enables one to achieve much more than one would under stress. Social network. It is always beneficial to develop a good and reliable social network. Social support from family members, friends, colleagues, and superiors can go a long way in reducing the effects of stress. Biofeedback. Biofeedback is a method by which a stressed person under medical guidance learns to control diseases such as diabetes, heart problems, blood pressure, etc. There are several approaches to minimize stress. These measures can be divided into two broad categories: organizational strategies. Redesigning jobs. The organization may redesign jobs to control stress. For instance, a junior executive may be stressed because he or she is required to take permission from his or her superiors even for routine and repetitive work. Working conditions. The organization may improve the working conditions to reduce stress on the employees. Welfare facilities. Organizations must improve welfare facilities such as canteen facilities at subsidized rates, restrooms, and recreation facilities. Corporate Wellness Centers, CWCs. A large number of MNCs have set up CWCs to prevent employee stress. Google realizes the perks it provides to its employees may not be to address the rising stress levels of employees. To tackle this problem, Google offers specific classes to employees with names such as Meditation 101, Search Inside Yourself, and Mindfulness-Based Stress Reduction. Moreover, the company has created both a virtual and in-person community called GPause to help support and encourage meditation practice. GPause includes features such as daily in-person meditation sittings at more than 35 offices. Google calls these mindful eating meals. The company also organizes day meditation retreats at a few locations. Coca-Cola recognizes that changes at work and job pressure can be major causes of stress for employees. The company strives to identify stress in employees and mitigate it because stressed out employees are more likely to miss work both as a coping mechanism and due to health-related problems. Coca-Cola usually offers an occupational stress workshop to help its employees cope with stress. Thank you.